Hey there, Chris Benning. What's it like in Altadena? Welcome to HowDoWeHuman. It's the podcast where we overanalyze all the weird and uncomfortable micro moments in life. I'm one of your hosts, Evan Cox.
I'm one of your hosts, Chris Benning, if you couldn't tell from that musical
You've
intro.
already been introduced.
This episode, it's only
And-
been introduced to me.
And doxed.
Yeah, you got me.
How's your phone number going for you? Let me say it out loud. That's how that song goes. I thankfully have not heard that song in a very long time.
Yeah, me neither.
It's probably for the best.
Yeah, it's not one that I ever enjoyed.
There's a brief moment in time I enjoyed it, but it was one of those where everyone else, almost like sweater weather, I was like, I kind of enjoy this, but everyone else around me enjoys it so much.
They enjoyed this so much.
And it's too much. It's too much. The plain white tees. We cannot. I do not care about Delilah anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. But who I do care about is sitting right there in a jack-o'-lantern shirt, ready for the season. Represent. Chris, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. You know, you mentioned my jack-o'-lantern t-shirt, and I guess that sort of segues perfectly into what I want to talk about.
Yeah.
I've been every year or so, maybe twice a year, you know, usually around the time the seasons change, and so the wardrobe changes a little bit. You go from summer clothes to winter clothes. And each time that transition happens, I start to think, maybe it's time for a wardrobe refresh. Maybe I need some new stuff. As I've mentioned many times, I used to get almost all of my clothes from Target. But with these unprecedented times and these boycotts that I think we're still supposed to be doing,
that's what
been looking for some new stuff, new places to go. And, you know, I've gone to Nordstrom Rack. I've gone to J. Crew, Old Navy, places that I feel like will have similar clothes to Target, maybe even a little bit nicer. But I also have been thinking that, you know, maybe should I get merch for some of my favorite podcasts and other creators? And so, as you probably know, Jason Mantzoukas, especially on How Did This Get Made, will say "What's up, jerks?" to
That's true.
to his fans, and they all love it. And I was like, oh, maybe a hat with "What's up, jerks?" on it
that'd be fun.
Something fun. It's not too like flashy. Because I still, even though I have some clothing that's like loud, I don't necessarily like that all the time. But I found one that's just embroidered "What's up, jerks?" on the front. It's nice and simple. That. It does bother me a little bit that there's no comma after up. Just grammatically, that kind of bugs me. So that's part of why I haven't. A lot of ways
it could be read without that comma.
Yeah, what's up jerks? Like I don't know.
What
I don't know
jerks?
what up jerks are exactly.
What's under there?
Yeah, it's just I don't know what. Also, it's a little expensive, so I'm not gonna lie. It's like
if you're paying that much and you're not getting grammatically correct.
Exactly. You want me to pay $40 for a typo hat?
Yeah.
But ever since I looked that up online, when I go on, say, Instagram, which I keep getting closer and closer as always to wanting to get rid of, as it just feeds me AI and incel slop all day. Because I looked at a quirky piece of clothing, sometimes I'll get ads that are just like, hey, scroll through all these random shirts that we have to offer. And here's the problem: is some of them do make me laugh.
Mm-hmm.
I saw one that was um like a massive, like, takes up the whole torso of the shirt basically. That's like a neon 90s design of Goofy, the Disney character's face, and it just says, "I don't give a yuck." And I was like, man, that is kind of funny, but would I ever wear this ever?
Right.
No, I don't think so.
That's the important stuff.
There was one of a hot dog, and it was like a hot dog with I think it was a baseball cap on. I don't know if it had a specific team. I don't remember. Um, but it was like, "Call me a veterinarian the way I'm about to put these dogs down." I'm like, that is kind of funny, but even at a
It's
baseball
funny,
game,
but even you reading it to me took me a sec to be like, wait,
visually
what the fuck?
it's a lot clearer. But yeah, the description of it takes a second.
Oh, that's
But like,
funny.
even at a baseball game, would I wear that? I don't know. And so I guess I'm just at a crisis of like fashion
Fashion
and what I
crisis.
want my wardrobe to be.
Yeah. You've got a
I don't
lot
know. I
of
don't know what to
fun
do. I know
options.
that they may not all be white, but I know you love your plain tees,
It's true.
and I like the idea of some flashier clothing, but so much of it is like just a little too ugly. I want these like shit post shirts to have like some artistry behind them. I need those two worlds to collide.
I mean, you need to get on down to Dan Flash's. The more intricate the
Yeah, you know what?
patterns they are,
Yeah,
the
I
more you
do.
pay
I
for
do need
them.
to get to Dan Flashes. You're right.
Get an old pipe screensaver shirt. No, I
Evan,
get where you're coming from, because you can't be Dan Flashes every day.
it's true.
And I'm on the flip side where it's like, I don't want to. I mean, I love my plain shirts, but I wear plain shirts 80% of the time. I do need stuff to wear the rest of the time. I guess
Yeah.
it's a handful of band merch shirts. I have like one sports related shirt. Maybe I should get more sports shirts. People like that.
Yeah.
And then they'll
Even
like
like,
me.
I think I mentioned this a while ago, but I don't know if it was on mic or just to you as a friend, but I saw a shirt months ago. Maybe even, maybe we might even be coming up on a year where I'm
Oh
like, I'm
no.
still deciding if I want it. Um, that was the members of the Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem, and they're
Great.
walking down like it's Abbey Road, and then it
I
says,
was hoping it was Abbey Road. I love
yes, that's
this.
exactly what it is, and it says the
That's
Mayhem in the
fantastic.
Beatles font, and I'm like,
Awesome.
man, that's like, this is as close to like shit posting and artistry as
Yeah.
I think I'm ever gonna find, and I'm still kind of like, would I ever wear this and not be
Yeah.
self-conscious outside?
Yeah. It's I was gonna say, like, it sucks to not be able to just like, and there are companies that do this, like rent out a shirt. You can what's it? Not thread up. That's the thrifting one. There's like the podcasts used to advertise them all the time. It's like you sign up for this subscription and they just send you clothes and you send back everything you don't like.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, was that like Stitch Fix? Is that what
yeah,
they
yeah,
did?
yeah.
Yeah,
I had a friend who did that once, and it's like, it is an interesting idea. I don't think it's for me, but in this instance, maybe it is for you. If you're
maybe it might
already,
be.
if you're looking at like, I want to spend $30 on a shirt, you could probably get a month at least. I don't know what this costs, but a month of a program like that. Tell them the shit you like, and they'll just send you like 4 or 5 options.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe I will have to look into that.
But I will say, as a rule, I think that previous shirt you were talking about, where you're like, maybe it's been a year. If you're still thinking about it over a year, you want it. Just
I
tell
know.
yourself that.
It's
It's the
true. I
not
think,
having version of lifting something up and saying, does this bring me joy? It's like, no, I've been thinking about this fucking shirt for a year.
and I think that the problem is it's not even so much the shirt as it's like, how much of a risk do I want to take buying clothing online? And I know a lot of people
Oh,
buy
yeah.
clothes online, but with just the amount of like drop shippers and scam artists that are lurking on these sites, yeah, it's hard to know, am I going to be pleased with what I actually receive as opposed
Yeah.
to what I've ordered.
And it's a whole, like, there was already, before AI was fully in the kind of chat bot realm in the way it is now, where you talk to it. It's like these AI generated shirts were already out there in your
Yeah.
Instagram ads and shit. And it's only gotten worse. It's like, if I feel like I could see something and go like, "Oh, that looks cool," get it, and then when you see it in person, you're like, "Oh, this is so clearly AI garbage, and I do not want to wear it."
Yeah, I did see when I was out shopping, I did see one shirt that like I may have seen in an ad before as well, that like it was a raccoon in a bathtub, and
Great,
it just said splish splash, your opinion is trash. And I was like, this is almost good, but
almost.
it takes up so much of the shirt. And also, like, honestly, if it didn't say your opinion is trash, I might have bought it.
It's a little confrontational.
If it was strictly a raccoon in a bathtub and all it said was splish splash, I'd wear that
Yeah,
shirt every day.
add it to the list of shirts. We've got a shirt company incoming, and once a year, I take that idea seriously.
Yeah,
And I did the painting with the chicken in a bathtub. We could do a raccoon
that's
in a
right.
bathtub.
Yeah,
We'll get this shit popping.
I like it.
Splish splash. Inexplicably, I'm a raccoon.
Inexplicably, yeah. Uh, Evan, something else that I like
Yes.
is hearing all about your life. How are you doing?
Doing all right. As I've mentioned before, I've finally found a therapist that I don't despise going to, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, I've been going for a few months now, going great. And on this particular day, long story, I guess we can be candid here. Basically, I also have a psychiatrist, and I've been on antidepressants for like 5 or 6 years now. And we just kind of reached a point where I was already kind of lowering my dosage on it, and talking to my psychiatrist, we had like half a bottle left, and we were both kind of like, I mean, at this point it should or might possibly be more of a permanent change. And so we decided to kind of taper off until I finished off that bottle. uh, and it was going great until it wasn't. And then all these withdrawal symptoms hit me. Things called brain zaps. No fun. Don't recommend it. A little electric shock to the brain. But I was just out of it. And I kind of told my therapist when I got there, like, just so you know, because it's also been fucking with my sleep hardcore. Um, I'm like, I'm out of it. I've not gotten a good night's sleep in the last 48 hours, and all this stuff's going on. And then there's work stuff. I'm really stressed out. She's like, that's okay. That's okay. Would you like to do a guided meditation? Maybe to help straighten you out. I'm like, yeah, sure. That sounds great. I've been meditating on and off since I was a teenager. It helps me focus. And I'm like, yeah, that might help me calm me down, get me a little more focused, and then we can actually have a regular session. So she starts going. Keep in mind, I mentioned before I had not been sleeping very much. And I do these guided meditations with the Calm app. Not a plug, but a thing that's out there. And so I know these guided meditations very well. I know the threat of the threat. I know the threat of guided meditation.
Yeah, it's pretty scary stuff.
It's coming for you. It's gonna calm your ass. We did our own guided meditation forever ago, and that was partially based on my experience and knowledge of the flow of how these things go. And so she starts going. It's not uncommon. It's not unusual to be guided in meditation. For, we start with the breathing, focus on the breath. And sometimes in a guided meditation, they'll give you like an image, like you're like a balloon. Imagine you're a balloon and you're deflating, just something to kind of focus on while your brain is kind of all over the place. Focus on that and you're that. But she doesn't say that, which is fine. No problem there. But the next thing, sometimes they'll go into a body scan. Focus on your feet. Are you feeling any tingling there? You move up the body. Focus on this. Focus on that. And for some reason, like just a brain fart or something, when she mentions my feet, she says, imagine they're deflating. I see exactly what happened.
Sure.
We jumped. You threw something from the previous section into this section, and all of a sudden I'm sitting here like I'm supposed to imagine my feet deflating. Totally fine.
How, did that calm you down? The idea that your feet were deflating?
Imagine they're flying off like a balloon, making a little fart noise. This gave me a fucking fit of the giggles. Now, my eyes are closed because they're supposed to be closed, but I don't know if her eyes are closed, and I can't know without opening my eyes. So it turns into this little... I was reminded of being a kid back at church with my sisters, and the pastor would say something that would tickle us, and we just could not stop laughing. You know how it'll just kind of build when you're not supposed to be laughing.
Yeah. And that only makes you want to laugh more.
It was so bad. And I start like shaking because I'm just trying to, on the off chance her eyes aren't open, I just don't want her to hear that I'm laughing because I don't want her to think I'm laughing at her.
Right.
But the problem is now I'm like shaking and going like this, and I'm like, if her eyes are open, she thinks I'm weeping. Like, because I'm silent when you're giggling like that but not making a sound.
Your feet deflated and flew away. You missed them.
I was feeling insane. Again, no, like maybe a collective 4 or 5 hours over the past 48 hours of sleep, both nights included. I was so tired and out of it, and I held on as hard as I could, and I kept like, your body's just tense up, and she's talking about like, feel your arms. Is there tension there? And I'm just like, yes, every single muscle in my body is flexed right now, trying not to laugh. And I would calm down for a sec, and then it would come back. And I held it together for like 5 full minutes or something before just like escaped my body. And I'm like, okay, now if I don't say anything, 100% she thinks I'm weeping. So I just burst out laughing and had to tell her, like, I'm so fucking sorry. I feel like an idiot and an asshole, and like I ruined your day. But don't take it personally. I'm just not doing well. And she was so like really trying to go like, oh, it's okay. What was it that I said that made you laugh? Was it when I mentioned this? Was it like she was trying to find some like psychological reason for why I lost, and just started like giggling. I'm like, I'm so sorry. It's literally just you misspoke. I'm a fucking child, and I'm so sorry. It sucked.
What was her reaction when she found out that it was that?
Just
did she then kind of dive into that of like, I see you are a child or whatever? Or was it like, oh, that is funny, or what?
It was kind of a non-reaction, which hurt And then by the end of the session, she was like laughing and we were talking about it and laughing. But I think at the moment it did not upset her, but didn't make her happy. And I'm there for the people pleasing. I'm not supposed to be. We're working on it, but it was a low moment for me.
Well, I guess, you have this embarrassing moment in the therapist's office or virtually or however you did your
This wasn't in
therapy.
person.
Wow. Do you then,
Wow.
now that you've humiliated yourself, continue to go to that therapist, or are you like, I can't go back?
I went back.
She thinks I'm gonna laugh at her.
This past week, I usually go on Fridays. This past Friday was my first time back after that, and it was all set. I'm back on a very low dosage of my medication, so I'm a little more coherent, and all those withdrawal symptoms are gone. So it just felt like a totally normal session. We didn't even mention it, and that's, in my mind, it's probably for the best.
Probably, but I do hope she listens to this podcast.
It's just sometimes when you get those giggles, again, going back to church with my sisters, you have cohorts. It's like, it wasn't just me, and we're making each other laugh. And then when you leave church, you can like laugh about it together and talk about it. I felt so fucking alone and terrible because she was clearly not thrilled by that outcome. It sucked. I wish someone else was there to giggle with me.
Yeah, should we have joint therapy sessions?
That'd be cool.
I mean, one could argue that
that's what we do.
That's what this podcast is. Although, does it count if there's no one trained
to help?
To help? Yeah, it's just us airing grievances.
I think it counts.
It's a good something. It's always we're not bottling things up. We're releasing them in a safe space.
Yeah, burping that bottle.
Yeah,
I was gonna say Aaron Grievances is a good character name.
That is a good character name. I do like that. I was gonna say that my insurance does cover this podcast, so it counts as therapy.
Fucking wish insurance covered this podcast. I'll pay a copay to Riverside.
This is gonna be a shorter episode. Look, there's a lot of work that has to be done in this.
There's a lot
in
going
this
on
country.
In the world.
There's a lot of work that has to be done.
That's right.
And we have to do work that doesn't need to be done in this country, but is being asked of us anyway. So we're on tight schedules.
Yeah, and that feels unfair.
Yeah. But we definitely still have time to take a little 5-question quiz. Evan, the score is 35-31 in favor of me.
Jerk.
Let's see how this these 5 questions go.
Let's see.
Question number 1. What was the name of the play being watched by Abraham Lincoln when he was assassinated? The Rivals, Our American Cousin, A Midsummer Night's Dream, or Hamlet?
I hate these type of questions because when I heard the question, I'm like, oh, I'll know that when I read it, and I don't. I could have sworn I knew the answer to this.
I have my answer and I'm locked in, but I'm not super confident in it. It just feels like a thing that is in the recesses of my brain, but not enough to where if I find out I'm wrong later, I'll be surprised.
I'll say Our American Cousin.
That's what I'm saying too. We were both correct.
Hey. All right. If you travel directly east from New York City, which country would you reach first? Ugh. Okay, this is a brain game. So, traveling directly east from New York City, which country would you reach first? Spain, the United Kingdom, France, or Portugal? I hate this so much.
Oh, I like hadn't even though obviously it's on here, it like I hadn't even
It didn't
considered.
settle with you.
Portugal did not settle with me until it was read out loud.
Like, huh.
You know what sucks?
What?
I have a globe right here next to me. However, it is not the side that would help me is facing away from me. So
You'd have to sneakily do a little.
I'd have to sneakily be like, I don't know.
So I'm taking this as if you're traveling directly east from New York, regardless of hemisphere, north, south. What's the word I'm looking for? Like, it's I don't
the curvature of the Earth.
No, just like without. If it's saying directly east, is it just suggesting like what is immediately there?
Yeah,
Or
I think if you
it's
draw
not
a straight line from New York City in the eastern direction, what are you gonna hit first?
See, I
That's
don't
what I
like
think
it.
is their. That's what I think they're asking.
Because it really changes the answer. Because in my mind, I'm
Yeah.
thinking like, okay, and I don't want to help you out here, but let me draw a little map. If we'll choose different countries like Denmark and Germany are here with these fingers, but the UK is like up here a little bit, and New York goes under the UK. Are we not counting the UK because we went under it?
This
it
is
reached it first.
That's what I am thinking too, because I
Yeah.
think otherwise they'd be asking like, "What's the
What is-
westernmost country in Europe or whatever?" Like
latitude and longitude. That's what I was trying to. Those are the words I was thinking.
I have my answer, but
latitude.
There's so much uncertainty about this that I'm just trying to. I just have to go with my best guess as to what they're asking, and
Same.
also hope that I'm that I've remembered the position of these two continents.
I'm going the other way. I am gonna say the United Kingdom.
I'm gonna say Spain.
España.
It was Portugal. So
motherfucker.
Maybe it was whatever is the westernmost country in Europe.
I'm really gonna have to look at a map.
I'm gonna spin this globe around right now.
Yeah, is Portugal for that like further west than the UK? That's not how it is in my brain.
Well, the UK is just too far up.
So
they're not, at least on this globe, the UK.
They're not thinking the way I was thinking.
And Spain and Portugal are like on top of each other, but the line, Portugal takes up more of that side of Europe than I thought it did. I thought Spain had more of that coastline, but
oh well.
Yeah. Well, but now that's one of the few times we've in real time found out
but you flip that back around because this is a question about Great Britain.
Oh yeah.
Don't look at any.
Yeah, I don't know that that this will help me a ton, but
I didn't
what
know
is
if
the
it was
highest
a topographical globe or not?
Maybe if I got real close up to it. What is the highest mountain in Great Britain? Helvellyn, Ben Nevis, Scoffle Pike, or Snowdon? This again kind of raises questions that I have, but we've talked about one
of these. I do remember that.
But does that count? That is kind of the vague the vague uncertainty for me in this.
Like one of these off weeks, I'm just gonna study English topography hardcore, and it's gonna come in handy, I think.
I guess I have Well, I'm between two, but I think I have my answer. Um, yeah, I guess I have my answer.
All right, I've got my answer.
I'm saying Snowden.
Okay, Edward. I'm going
Yeah.
to say Ben Nevis because it's the one I've
Yeah.
heard of.
I mean, and we'll find out here in a moment. I just don't know if Scotland is under Great Britain.
Right.
I guess it is. You're correct.
It's tricky because, like, I know Scotland is a part of the United Kingdom. It gets
Right.
confusing when they use the term Great Britain because I'm like,
Yes, exactly.
You're messing
If
with
they
our
had said
heads.
United Kingdom, I would have gone with you on Ben Nevis, but they tricked me because they've got all sorts of stupid little names for their collection of islands.
Yeah. Which famous singer had a twin brother named Jesse who died at birth? Jerry Lee Lewis, Elvis Presley, Frank Sinatra, or Johnny Cash?
I have absolutely no idea.
I know one of these people had a twin brother who died at birth. But adding in named Jesse, it's not impossible. That could be a trick.
I know.
But I've got my answer.
Yeah, I mean, I know that one of these had a brother who died, but I don't. But was it at birth? I don't know. All right, you'll get this one right, and I'll get it wrong. That's fine.
We'll
I'm gonna
see.
go Jerry Lee Lewis.
I'm gonna go Elvis Presley.
Okay, you are correct again, Evan.
Whoop, whoop. Making gains.
You certainly are. If you get this one right and I get it wrong, you'll tie me.
Call me Chris.
Oh no, excuse me.
Gains.
You'll be one behind me because I forgot I got
right.
one right earlier.
Bullshit.
Where are the smallest bones found in the human body found? Ear, nose, spine, hand.
I hate to say, I believe I know this.
You knows this?
I didn't say that. I think I do know the answer.
I want to say that I know this, but I might not. I have my answer though. I'm locked in.
All right, I'm locked in.
I'm saying ear.
I am saying ear.
We are both correct.
Little babies by the eardrum are bones.
This now moves the score.
Wow.
From a 4-point difference to now, I am at 37 points, and Evan, you are at 35. Which makes it a 2-point game.
Woo, woo, woo.
In our 3 races to 100 points, no one's ever passed the other one. You could do it. You're working quick.
I'm trying. I wish you didn't know so much about ear bones.
I wish Europe wasn't so fucking complicated.
Yeah. Get it together. Oh, man. Listen. Through this podcast, I know what Ben Nevis is. It's the tallest mountain in Scotland. And apparently, in Great Britain.
Apparently, Great Britain and the United Kingdom mean the same thing.
To me.
To me, Britain is England.
Oi.
What a bunch of limey bullshit. Okay, bye.
Okay, boy.